Daniel chapter number 7, verses number 21 and 22. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints, and prevailed against them, until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given unto the saints of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possess the kingdom. So we are coming to the end of the story. The verse number 21, the little horn with his demonic self prevailed over God's people. But God, in verse number 22, is giving us to know that's not the end of the story. The little horn only prevailed over the saints until the Ancient of Days came. And then when the Ancient of Days came, the judgments were set and was given unto the saints. So he is telling us there will be a time where the saints will be fighting for their lives. There will come a time when there will be a struggle. There will come a time. But he's letting us know that time will not last long. Now let's take a look. What we actually see here is these four beasts are a timeline spanning from about 580 BCE from the Babylonian Empire, where Daniel was. We can see Daniel actually was at the beginning of this. And then all the way through the nations, and we are pretty sure that this fourth beast is where we are today. Most people believe that. And after this fourth beast, these horns will sprout a subset, which will be Antichrist and his beast government in the final period, the final 7-year period. And John actually saw this in the future. And then after this, in the timeline, that's when Christ will make his return. The Ancient of Days will make their return. And the saints will rule the world. The saints will judge the world. The Father will tabernacle with men after all those years. You see, God wanted to tabernacle with man back in the Garden of Eden, but sin was in the way. So this is the timeline that God revealed to Daniel. And up until this point, this timeline does not appear to be revealed in this form, in this fashion. Daniel appears to be, if not the first, one of the first prophets to see a start to finish of the worldly governments, all the way up to the end time, the Antichrist, the beast government, until the Mashiach, the Messiah, and the Father making their return. And that's what we have here. We have this visual timeline that's taking place, and Daniel is revealing. Now, the other thing that comes to mind, who is the Ancient of Days? One illustration or one definition was saying the Ancient of Days really appears to be the Father and the Son. Because back in the previous verse, when it talks about, if we come over here and take a look, if we go to chapter number 7, verses 9 through 11, this verse is clearly talking about the Father, the judge of the universe, the judge of everything. But when we come down to verse number 22, this could be talking about the Father and the Son. So this is one of those verses we will see when we get there. Is the Ancient of Days the Father only? Is this talking about the Father and his totality with the Son? Because we know the Father and the Son are one, so it very well could be talking about them both easily when the Ancient of Days sat on the throne and then gave the rule to one likened unto the Son of Man. God, we bless you. We give you glory and honor and praise. Thank God.